AFTV, first of all, glad you could make it today, you know what I mean? You know, lovely for you to come halfway through the game, turning like some don, you know what I mean?
Well, you know, it's all right, innit? You know, got to that stage in my career now.
Explain why.
My team were playing. So, and obviously the fixture was arranged long before we even thought that we could win an FA Cup and get into a Community Shield, and the fixture was arranged. And when I saw the date, I was like, oh no, I was like, please be like a 6:30 kickoff or something. And my game was at 2 o'clock, and then I got caught in a bit of traffic, and then I nearly caused a bit of a pile up on the M25 when we scored, because I went across about 3 lanes and forgot I was driving. But I'm here, better late than never, innit?
Yeah, and it was a great goal, I mean, by Aubameyang, and this guy's, you know, that's 3 games now at Wembley. There were people who used to say you don't turn up in the big games. 3 huge games, semi-final, final, this game, he scored in all of them.
Yeah, and we're going to say it again, sign it. Has he signed it? What's going on? What's the delay? What's this? I think he has signed it. You know, there was quite a few of us chatting to his brother and his dad and whatnot on Insta and after, and that's what you want. He's world class, man. He is one player that we could say could walk into other sides in, you know, top sides and be able to do the job as well. And it only backs our argument why we were so defensive of him in that fan debate the other night when we had that and we said about Aubameyang. You know, so yeah.
And the manager is you know, he's got to get a lot of credit here, isn't it? You know, I mean, he's coming in these big games. He seems to relish these games.
Yeah, he does. And it's like today, the best way of describing today is that we put out what was relatively a reserve side. You name me one person, let's be honest, looked at that team lineup and went, yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, buzzing. First thing that come out of everyone's mouth was, where's Saliba? I weren't here and I could hear him. Do you know what I mean? That was the first thing. Yeah. And then we knew that the likes of Pepe and Lacazette weren't going to be involved because of whatever reasons with coming back from holiday and quarantine and everything. But there were still some decisions in there where you went, really? Rob Holding looks like he's going to Newcastle on loan, so why did he play him? You know, Hector to start when he hasn't, you know, even involved in the MK Dons game. So Elneny as well, you know. He's not the answer, but Elneny was the best Egyptian on the pitch today.
True.
Sorry,
That's true.
but I'm not saying he's a better player, but I'm saying today he was the better Egyptian. Sorry, but, and you know, the manager's getting something out of them, and winning breeds confidence.
Looking forward to the new season now, when you see, you know, what Arteta's doing. Obviously, it's about, somebody just said it in the last interview, it's about doing that every week, though. You know what I mean? But are you confident that he can bring some consistency to this team?
I've seen a lot of consistency since he's came in. You know, there is going to be disappointment along the way. Brighton, you know, Spurs. It's not right that we lose to small teams like that. But, you know, I've said to you all along, there's going to be bumps in the road. It's not going to be plain sailing. You know, we keep referencing what we're trying to do to Liverpool because they're the best model of being where they were to where they are now. And, you know, the bumps in the road for Liverpool were drawing to West Brom at home and Klopp taking all the fans over to the Kop and getting them to all wave their hands in the air and everyone laughing. No one's laughing at them now, are they? You know, I wouldn't mind a Champions League. I wouldn't mind a Premiership. So we know where we need to go. But what we need to do as fans is not get too ahead of ourselves, and also don't get too worked up when it doesn't go right. Because it's not going to happen overnight. We're not going to challenge for the league this season. Get that into your head. I said before today, this result will not define either of our seasons. Liverpool losing won't define their season. Us beating them won't define our season. What will define where we're going this season is when we play Liverpool in about a month's time. 3rd game of the season at Anfield. We put in a performance like that, then I'll sit there and go, you know what? I'm starting to see something. Even if we lost the game, you could go, there's something. There's a change. It's not Arsenal getting walked over and feeble and weak like we always are. We would have lost on penalties today. We would have all walked away with your head held high and going, you know what? We gave Liverpool a battle. They had a 20, 30-minute spell in the second half where they were dominating. But Mikel Arteta, his substitutions changed it. If anything, we could have won the game in the last 5.
William, the header, he should probably,
Exactly.
yeah.
But then the penalties. Perfect penalties. Absolutely immaculate. So you look at it overall, good performance from a lot of players that probably won't be the future of Arsenal. What we're going to do in this window is going to be very key to what we do this season, because we do need to invest and we do need to still get, you know, certain players in certain areas. And again, this is what I try to say, don't get carried away. Don't think that today means we don't need to buy someone, because we do. You know, so we just need to keep our feet on the ground, keep believing, keep backing the manager, and we'll see where we are when the transfer window shuts, what, you know, state we're in league-wise then as well, because the league would have started and we'd have played a few games. And the big tests for me are when we go to Anfield, places like that. And if we can actually show up in those kind of games, then you might start to believe that we can challenge for that top 4, because ultimately that's what our objective is this season. Top 4, not the Premier League, top 4. Get back in there first, and then you can make those next steps.
Robbie here from AFTV. We just got to say a big thank you to everybody who follows us across our various channels. Over 1 million followers on YouTube. Don't forget, you can now also catch us on Reddit. We're on Reddit, so get involved with us on Reddit and also on TikTok. Keep it AFTV, baby, right here.